Hey guys, Johnny Wilson here, shooting a video on part of our mobility matrix, looking at the groin muscles or adductor muscles. I normally tend to do this in standing. There are other ways to do it, but this is an option. Okay, so I used to be very bad at this. So I used to be here. We actually had a competition at Nottingham Physio to see who could do the widest. Now I'm the oldest between myself, Maya and Sam, and I got the widest out of the three of them. So big shout out to me. So this is where I used to be on that, and I used to be really tight on here, especially on the right hand side. But as you can see, I'm not saying this is spectacular. This is not world class, as some people would be on YouTube, but it's certainly a long way from where I was. Now I'm feeling the strain here. Now I can take the strain off a little bit by putting my hands on the ground here a little bit. And again, I'm feeling that tightness through my adductors or my groin muscles, okay? Now, if I want to make that a little bit, if I want to turn that into a strength exercise as well, what I can do is I can take my hands off the ground, I can now fold my arms, and I'm getting this huge stretch on my lumbar spine, and I'm also putting a load on my adductor muscles, my adductor magnus, the inside of my hamstrings as well, and I'm feeling that down around my knees here. And if I can, I've got a lovely stretch on my lumbar spine there. And I try and hold this for 2 minutes. If I'm struggling with that, then I can put my hands down, and over time we're going to get that increase in the length there. To come out of it, I come out of it very carefully. Contraindications or precautions. So if you're post-op from your early days post-op from a hip replacement, then maybe this is not a great exercise for loading up the hip early days. You probably want to use a little bit non-weight bearing work. But if you're not early days post-op and you're suffering from some tightness or stiffness, you know, which is kind of affecting your sport or your activities of daily living, then I would certainly say that doing this exercise is a huge benefit. Now, I've worked in professional football most of my career, nearly all of my career, and during that time, one of the major or one of the most prevalent injuries that I would have seen would have been groin injuries because of the explosive nature of football, the turning, changing, kicking, sprinting, you know, put a lot of load on that lumbopelvic groin area. So a brilliant exercise if you're a professional footballer and you've been struggling from on-off episodic or chronic groin pain. I would certainly have that in my routine. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We have a suite of mobility exercises, so I think Sam might be able to put a link where we're learning in the channel here on how to link up the videos. But if there's not a link there, then if you scroll through our playlist for mobility playlist or mobility matrix, you'll see the other exercises that we do. So I hope you enjoyed that.